Angelina. How
Hi.
are you?
I'm doing well. This is my interview. I Can Do This By Myself, featuring my sister who is interviewing me. It is a cover that I have done to the song by Machine Gun Kelly, Pressure. And I'm very excited to be doing this interview. I've worked really hard on it, and thank you, Angelica, for agreeing to do it with me.
I'm excited with you releasing this new video. You put a lot of hard work and effort, and the questions that I formed is going to get to the root of why and the reasoning on why you made this song.
By the way, if I haven't said it, my name's Angelina, also known as Radiantly Angelina.
Okay.
I'm very excited to do this interview because I put my heart into it, and I really want people to know the context of where this song has come from. It comes from a deep-rooted place of adversity.
Right.
And I think that it would encourage others that they can get through anything, no matter what that may look like.
Amen. I love that, Angelina.
To all the people who tried to control me or who had disrespected me because they thought I was not important enough to care for.
Alright, so let's get started. So the first question that I have for you is, what inspired you to do this genre of telling your story? So why rap out of all genres?
Because I had a lot to say, that's the reason why, and I needed to be a beat to thread it all together. And I was just listening to Machine Gun Kelly's Pressure while I was on the bus on my way to the employer that was giving me a lot of issues. I mean, the words just flowed.
Right. It just came out naturally
With
through
the
that
beat,
style
with the
of
rhythm.
rap.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Like fast paced.
Right.
You were under a serious amount of pressure in that time, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Mm-hmm. And it was just like a kaleidoscope of different emotions, like coming from my upbringing, coming from the situation at hand, just pushing through it and knowing that I'm above what is happening, just reminding myself of who I am.
Above the surface.
Yes,
Right?
yes. I would like to say that it is an anthem, going back to the previous question, to my heart. And it just sort of reminded me of who I am as an individual and that I can get through it.
Right.
Like anything else, and that I've been through worse.
Right.
Because sometimes you just feel so beaten down in life that you just kind of lose a sense of who you are. So that song is a reminder of that.
Right. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was the shower scene.
Right. I like that one too.
And
that was fun recording.
Thank you. And the reason why that was my favorite scene is because it just really showed vulnerability. And I feel like the world sees vulnerability as of right now as weakness.
Yeah.
And whatever vulnerability they detect from you, they use against you. And they use it to cause you more harm. From vulnerability, from acknowledging those parts of you that are tender, that is where the strongest aspects of who you are can come from. Maintaining your compassion, I think, is the most difficult thing that you can do in a world that we're living in right now.
Right.
It's so easy to become cruel and
lose yourself
vicious.
in the process.
And so I just allowing myself to be in that shower and just allowing myself to feel and simultaneously being cleansed from what I was going through, the events that have compounded, like the pressure of the water just hitting me, like the multitude of like droplets pushed on me and then rolled off of me. It's sort of like poetic cleansing.
Wow, that's beautiful. And I remember while shooting the scene, I saw a beautiful red rose on the side of the tub, and to me, that represents the beauty that you become in difficult situations. So the symbolism, even in your video, represent the message that you want to convey to those who will watch it, to grow in difficult places. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
The lyric, I had to go through adversity to get the basics. The only reason why I'm here is because of Jesus. Explain more about this lyric.
So I know that a lot of people may look at me and my status and where I'm at now, and they may not think that God is in my life. But with the situations that I had to go through, the fact that I'm here, the fact that I have this attitude to give back, to be grateful, to appreciate the life that I have amidst my struggles, is just a testament of God being in my life. And although it may not seem like I have much, and although I've gone through a lot of setbacks, the fact that I'm still alive with the amount of opposition and challenges that I've gone through in my particular circumstance just makes me all the more appreciative. And I think that there's a reason behind that. I think there's a reason behind, I think God is preparing me for something better.
Right.
As hard and ugly as it could be, that there is better that you can get from it, and that you need to be in a certain state of mind in order to maintain anything that is greater than that.
It was such a great response, the power of God that in your life, that no matter what you may go through, there is hope to keep on enduring,
Yes.
whatever situation that you might be in. So behind the scenes, if there's something that you are looking to grow in, what area is that?
I want to learn how to compartmentalize more, but not lose myself while through that process. I want to be flowing, and I want a piece of who I am to be in any aspect of what I do. Sometimes I care a little bit too much, a little bit more than I should, and I'm learning how to balance my empathy and my compassion with making decisions that are beneficial to the situation.
Right.
In both mind, body, and spirit for both parties involved.
Right. That's connected to your faith.
Yes.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay. So my last question that I have for you is a surprise one.
Yeah.
So this is a fun one. What is a book that you want to read or are currently reading?
I really want to read The Hunger Games. That's a book that I genuinely want to read. I actually gotten it from the library, and I just feel like we're kind of living in those times right now, and sometimes a lot of fictional stories, there's a lot of truth in it that we may not realize is rooted in reality. And there's a lot of courage and power and fight, and just to see how you could rise above the tribulations when it seems like it's impossible to. It is encouraging, and I think that reading that in a book format will encode that even further, or kind of like edify that, like, other than through the Bible. Of course, the Bible is the ultimate word, but just kind of escaping through fantasy and just finding other means of entertainment, and I think is beneficial as well. I just wanted to say that I created this song as a way to sort of remind myself that I am more than the judgment that people may give me of the journey that I'm on, that I am strong regardless of people who judge me and don't know my story. I do appreciate anyone's help, I really do, but the fact that what I don't appreciate is anybody who offers their help and then I accept that help out of humility, and then them using that against me in order to manipulate and use that as a power play, unfortunately. I think that some people unintentionally may do that, but what I have a problem with is if you try to use it against me, and that's what the song is basically kind of honing in on.
Right.
That God will find another way for me to succeed. But I am genuinely, as the song says, appreciative, truly, to the point of tears, appreciative of people's love and the heart that they give me.
Well, I really enjoyed doing this interview.
Thank you.
I know that I was involved in the making of the video, and however, I honestly think sitting down and talking to your audience about the meaning behind it is equally as important as directing it and making the song, and understand the process that you underwent brought it all together. So I want to shake your hand.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you doing the
I love
interview
you.
with me.
And
Filming the video as well.
Oh,
Angelica
yeah.
was my videographer, so we both were in this together.
Please check out my sister's page, Radiantly Angelina.
Yes, on my YouTube channel, it is up and coming. That is the first video that I created. There is more content to come on that channel, Radiantly Angelina on YouTube.
Is there other platforms that you're on that you want to
I will put them in the description, but for now I would like to say that if you'd like to see more creative content from me, to check out my YouTube page on Radiantly Angelina.
Alright.
Well, that wraps up the interview. Thank you, Angelina. And
Thank you.
bye, everyone.
Bye.